called Kid Cudi New York. Let's do it.
No, real shit, King.
Also, I too was secondhand embarrassed, and I'm speaking for the East Coast.
East Coast, and that's why I'm on some like I know I am the New Yorker on the panel.
Oh, this is gonna be a good one,
but we are more in alignment. Yeah, so we're East Coast.
Go ahead, yeah.
All right, man. The old heads are the reason why New York rap became an acquired taste. I'm going to say it. I'm sorry. And I vividly remember, like, when Wayne was hot. Because we're talking 2008, right? Mm-hmm. We're talking Day and Night. We're talking Kid Cudi, Jim Jones. Mm-hmm. Lil Wayne was declaring that he is the best rapper alive. Mm-hmm. And I was backing that shit.
Yeah,
all the way from Brooklyn.
Me too.
I was backing that. And I vividly remember all the older New York niggas not liking that shit at all.
And because Wayne was embraced by New York rappers. He
had a New York era.
Fucking with Jay-Z. Like,
so that
Wayne was
sold it for
outside
me.
of New York.
That sold it for me.
Wearing Bape, he was doing all that.
Yo, that stamped it for me.
But go ahead.
You feel me? Like,
all right, no.
We're fusing. The Source Awards been passed already.
They was treating Wayne like how they kind of treated Drake early, and even now, like, he was some abomination. Using auto-tune.
Nigga said he was an abomination.
Making pop records.
No real shit.
He was skateboarding.
Yeah, it's like
rock star
tight
shit.
jeans, wearing jean chains.
He had the piercing right
Who is
here.
this nigga?
Like, and he was the first nigga to go on record to say he loved eating pussy. I loved Lil Wayne.
Yo,
loved them.
That's
niggas used to act like eating pussy was a sin until Wayne said, "No, I'm the pussy monster."
About this, I feel so seen right now because in high school niggas like, yo, you ate it? I'm like,
yeah, nigga.
What do you mean did I eat it?
This is so crazy. This is so fucking crazy. It's so fucking.
I've been eating it.
This is so crazy and so fucking fire because
you was eating it in high school, Will?
The thing
yes or no?
Yes, but like the thing is, it's like
y'all all were.
It's just
by the way.
It's just
I'm like, well, why wouldn't
you? That's what I'm trying to get. Like what?
Like, the thing is, niggas don't be caring about the girl's pleasure. That they only want to get there.
And we're gonna get
no shade. They also be DL. And seeking male validation. Because a nigga that really loves some pussy gonna put his face in that shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. That shit good, smelling good, looking good. You gonna kiss it.
Come on,
man. Bring life.
No shade. For real
shit.
You feel me?
I see. Wait. Okay. Before we go any further, I seen something. It was like a TikTok. A girl was talking about if you have a man that likes to eat pussy or likes to like just give you head randomly, like that's like a rare he's like a knight or something, like some rare shit. And I was like, wait, niggas don't like to do that?
I'm Panamanian, so it ain't rare.
It is not rare.
It's not rare.
I know, it's just
because them black boys still Spanish, okay?
Yeah,
no, it's just
it's not rare.
It's just
you put it perfectly. The whole male validation aspect. I mean, we're gonna get back to music. So I promise.
I promise. Like, this is interesting.
You're in high school. You're developing. You want to fit in.
Yeah.
So like. The sneakers everyone's wearing, you want to get those sneakers. The music niggas listen to, you want to be hip on the artist. If the group of niggas at the lunch table saying eating pussy, fuck that, you're gonna be like, oh word. But it's like when you look back with hindsight and you think about it, it's like
what's wrong with you?
Why would I not want the girl to feel good in the exchange? Like, is it only about me? And as men, a lot of men only think about them. Like you got to grow out of that. You heighten the experience by making sure she has a better time than you.
You make everything better.
Yeah. And Lil Wayne was one of the first niggas to empower niggas publicly to do that. So like, I really always loved him, but I remember the old heads not fucking with him.
It was very, very tense.
The Snap era.
Yeah.
Laffy Taffy, when that shit was number one. The Northerners said hip hop then.
Yeah. Fucking Party Like a Rock Star and Soulja
And that was my
Boy.
jam. That was my jam.
Hurricane Chris.
Yes.
Chameleonaire. They was like, yo, what the fuck? Like the New York versus the South. And it still persists to this day. There's still that New York versus the South thing. Even though
New York versus everybody, clearly.
Yeah. And so... specifically with regards to Jim and Kid Cudi, I want to talk about my experience with that record.
Yes.
I was not hip to Kid Cudi. in 2008, 2009. I didn't
What?
learn. I didn't learn about him until my homies in high school were like, "Yo, Kid Cudi, super dope, super
What
dope."
year was that?
That was 2009.
Oh, the following year.
Yeah. But I did hear Day and Night on the radio, but to me it was a Jim Jones song because Jim Jones was hot as fish grease at that time.
Yo,
Pop Champagne.
Ballin'.
We Fly High was a few years ago.
Let him
So
keep going,
like,
'cause this is
this
is nuts.
I hear Day and Night on the radio, and the remix, he opens the song. So like, there's just a certain power that comes with opening the record, and like you hear the chorus, and the chorus is cool, but like I knew Jim's verse by heart. I probably still know it by heart. So like to me, Jim put me on, but I would never say Jim Jones is the reason Cudi was famous, because when I spoke to Cudi fans, they were praising Man on the Moon and the mixtapes and all that. And then as you do your research, you learn he had motion on the blogs and on MySpace before that. Like, niggas don't just jump on remixes out the kindness of their heart.
Thank you.
You jump on something because it has motion.
Thank you.
And there was also that remix to Day and Night by the Crookers, which also helped the record get bigger.
I forgot about that one until you mentioned it.
Just for some background info, Day and Night was circulating on blogs and MySpace in 2007. The record didn't officially come out till February 2008. Crookers remixed it. There was a free download in like March 2008, but they didn't release that remix commercially until August 2008. Jim Jones didn't remix the record until October 2008. So the song was cooking for a year before Jim Jones even got hands on it. And like that happens. Like Bryson Tiller it was on SoundCloud in 2014. It didn't pop until 2015.
It happens a lot of music.
Like some things take time to cook. So this conversation for me was funny because as an East Coaster who was listening to Hot 97, Power 105.1, I acknowledged that my introduction to the song was via a Jim Jones remix that I heard on the radio. But everyone else around the country is taking Jim Jones's take or taking the East Coasters radio listening take as we're saying, oh, Jim Jones is the reason he's famous. No.
Well, Jim Jones did say that verbatim.
Jim Jones said that.
We're arguing another thing.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying my exposure to the song was the radio. And somehow I'm like, because I was on the blogs, like I was digging through the websites and like finding music and stuff, LimeWire, Kazaa, FrostWire, all that shit. Like I was active, but somehow I just missed Kid Cudi.
Now I have two friends that were so heavy in that music discovery bag on MySpace specifically, like. I went to a Miguel show in the early 2000s because of my friend. She used to be like, my name is Monet Jantel. Like, I had a friend that was already obsessed with Janae Aiko during the MySpace era. Yeah. So, like, I saw her in the B2K video. So when Janae Aiko finally had, like, her own solo career, it was just like, oh, shit. Same situation with Kid Cudi. I actually remember there was a time that he did like a partnership with Boost Mobile, and he went to Boost Mobile on Flatbush in Church. That's when they had just first opened. He went to the Boost Mobile store, and me and my cousin pulled up. It's my play cousin, that's why I said friend, but we pulled up and we won tickets to the show, but we were underage. And she told me to lie, but she's more sneakier than I am, so I ruined it for us. Yeah. But I say all of that to say that I was already up on it, but I would not have been up on it had I not met her, because she is what I would consider a Soho kid. Remember Soho kids? Yeah. Like, Soho was the epicenter for street wear style and culture.
Yeah, I remember kids in my high school would take trips to Soho all the time.
No money.
Yeah.
Just going there.
There wasn't buying them, just being in the
and just taking
Yeah.
pictures.
God, bro.
And just vibing out.
Vape store, all that type of stuff.
You feel me? My mom is not American and she's strict, so I was not allowed to partake in any of that bullshit. But I saw it. I was just like, oh wow, like it's really cool. And she partaked in all those things. And I think that the larger discourse to have here is to talk about like how when technology is introduced into the culture, how much it shifts the culture.
Yeah.
And like, yes, that was on the radio, but there was a whole, like, we have like a whole thing called MySpace music that people like Joe Budden and older don't know about. They don't know any of these songs. And I can see Jim Jones not only knowing about Kid Cudi because he's in music and he's a rapper, but because he's into fashion, he was very influential for these young boys, especially the ones that never wanted to cut their hair.
Yeah.
They love him. I was vamping. Shit. Like, Jim Jones was a very integral part of a lot of East Coast kids' childhood if you like hip hop, if you like to be fly. And also, when he made that comment to Fabulous, when he taught everyone, not everyone, but taught me and Fab how to pronounce posthumous, he said, I went to Catholic school. I ain't go to jail. Low key, if you that hood nigga that's going to the good school, you're meeting certain people who are widening your lens. Like, I had that experience. Like, I'm going back to the trenches, and yes, these niggas is only listening to Swisher House and Max B and all Bird Gang and all that shit. But then I go to school, and then they're putting me on to Kid Cudi and to the things that's going on the internet and to the things that we are seeing today that's influencing the game today.
You know what it made me realize? And being the only Ohioan and from Cincinnati, not Cleveland. Kid Cudi's from Cleveland. That's like 4 hours away, but I was still in Ohio, and it was still crazy. But one thing I will give you guys is the radio here is so powerful.
Yes.
I just don't think a lot of outside people can really understand how powerful, how influential the radio is. And probably hearing Jim Jones on the radio rap day and night, like, and if you're not hip to that probably is your introduction to Kid Cudi. Because I remember, like, it was crazy. I asked the child, I was like, so, like, when were you guys, like, listening to Pursuit of Happiness? Somebody said we weren't listening to Pursuit of Happiness here. I was like, damn, okay, so, like,
someone
I'm like, niggas was listening to that shit. I thought that was like a movie soundtrack.
No, but like, it's crazy. But it's like
someone really had to put me onto that.
It's crazy.
I wasn't bumping Cudi in my leisure.
Yeah, like,
I used to. My MySpace name was Mrs. Solo Dolo, by the way.
But like that, like, it was that powerful though too at the same time.
But also, I was influenced by the men that was in my life. Like, if I liked someone or was dating someone who was obsessed with an artist, I kind of low key got obsessed with them too.
No, I mean,
makes sense. That's what happened with me with a lot of artists. So
it's
nothing like when the person you fucking with put you onto someone.
Feel me? And y'all singing to that shit together.
And it's crazy because I feel like I was onto Cudi not late, probably like right on time, but like just kind of late in the sense of, but I wasn't a super big blog heavy person at first, like, for the fact that he was like on 808s and Heartbreaks, and he was doing stuff with Kanye before, and just like, and then like when they went up to 106 and Park together.
I remember that episode,
and I was like, okay, and then it's like, yeah, he was bigger than life, but we almost knew that, okay, like, he moved to New York, he was working at the Babe store, like, his story was kind of like, it was a mythical creature of like Kid Cudi, and like, obviously he was dropping mixtape because the mixtape with Cleveland is the reason on there. That's probably his biggest song right before Day and Night kind of blew up. And yeah, I mean, it's crazy to see the different worlds and different like lives that we kind of grew up in, and the thing that you said it before earlier, that, and I didn't really get this until I got older too, that like the Jay-Z is the best thing, because we were all listening to Southern rap. That's what we was all like, especially our like.
And Jay-Z was kind of like phasing into a businessman.
It was
when
crazy.
We were getting older.
Because it was like, I mean, it's like you said, it was like Lil Wayne was the first one that was kind of like doing that, saying to eat pussy, doing this and that, blah, blah, blah. And like, that was our, I guess, our GOAT, whatever you want to say. But like the fact that like the Jay-Z conversation, that was just interesting to me too, because I was never a Jay-Z as a GOAT guy, but I'm also from the Midwest, so I was just like,
I'm from Brooklyn. He always kind of been goated a little bit.
Like, of course.
But I thought it was just us.
Okay, see, you're like,
I thought it was like, oh, King of Brooklyn, like King of New York. Like, I thought like, you know, that was that. But like, to hear people say like, oh, he wasn't embraced in the South, and like just a lot of the narratives and discourse is just like, wait, what?
Yeah, he had to go down and we'll work with Jermaine Dupri to get that Southern cosign and all that. Like, Hov definitely made his rounds to be a more widespread received artists. Like my homies down in Virginia were super tapped into the whole Ether, the beef with Nas and all that. Like,
him and VA go together real bad.
Yeah. Like we're working with Timbo and all that.
Yeah, they go together real bad.
My thing is
Pharrell.
though too is people in Ohio love Dipset though. Like people in Ohio
That's
love
mad
Dipset.
funny.
The Dipset was cool, man.
Bro,
So wait, so
influential.
whose Day and Night remix you heard first?
I definitely heard Kid Cudi's. I definitely heard Cudi's first, but
which makes sense because you're from that area.
Yeah. But like I had a good friend. I had a good friend. He lives here now, but when he was a kid, he lived in Cincinnati. And he was from New York. So he kind of always put me on to stuff. And yeah, Jim Jones is hella influential to me.
He's always been.
He's always been. So I get that, bro. People still talk about Jim like now. Even him being relevant just from this, like the way he dresses.
He made Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
First of all,
bro, vamping like you said, like.
And I think Jim is in a place where like his childhood friends are like all linking up and making him the butt of the joke on the internet.
They always do that.
And he's feeling like he's getting like left behind a little bit, and he's trying to take respect for things that he does deserve respect for. Not Kid Cudi, but he does deserve acknowledgement for a lot of things. Like every nigga that I know that never wanted to cut their braids off. No, seriously, because that's a certain. I never thought too much about it, but there's like a certain type of black man that either start growing his hair mad late or don't never want to cut that shit, and they all wanted to be like Jim Jones. I swear, like that. He had Chrissy on his back and doing push-ups and shit. Like that nigga was that nigga.
He was cool.
I got a question for y'all though, and I don't mean to bring up his op, but like, okay, so like, what was it like here when 50 was like
incredible?
Because it felt like, like you guys were like the epicenter of it, and it felt like an earthquake that we felt all the way. I think I was living in Ohio by that time. Yeah, he was. Bro,
let's just say Hov was shook.
Yeah, I mean, because 50 also had
50
ties
was the biggest thing
around the country.
Ever seen.
Yeah, he had West Coast ties. Like 50 understood getting his music out everywhere, collaborating with people all around to get that appeal, because it was different in that era. Like you really had to be on the ground, street teaming, like going to the radio stations in other cities and performing elsewhere and all that. Like,
and he understood branding, because anytime it came to G Unit versus Dipset, I was a G Unit girl. No,
I was a G Unit guy too, for sure.
I was a G Unit girly.
I'm just thinking about New York City. Like I tell people this all the time. It's the greatest place in the world. It's the epicenter and the center of the universe. So like when shit blows up like that, I wish I was here when 50 was doing his thing. It was like cool when Pop was, but like obviously it's not the same. But
it was about to be the same.
I can feel it.
It was about to be the same, and 50 was about to make sure of it.
It was about. You know what? We'll talk about this in another episode. But yes, it was about to be the same.
It was about to be the same, and
it was about to be big, guys.
Personally, I've never seen like a mainstream rapper be in like media and be like, "Yeah, I'm from Panama." I'm like, "Oh my god!"
I forgot you probably did love that.
He's me, but. He was in songs talking about shooting up my block. So it's like
give and take.
I'm like
wins and losses.
I'm like, why shooting up Hawthorne for? My mama walking on that block. You better.
Yeah.
But I loved him down, and he was really about to be something for me personally, and I think. Yeah. 50 would have made sure of that. And
Absolutely.
50's takeover, he understood branding. When Get Rich or Die Trying, the movie came out, that shit felt like a biopic.
Yeah.
Vitamin Water.
The video game.
His allegiance with Dr. Dre and Eminem. Like it was, and just him being so gangster too. His street ties, it was legit. He got shot 9 times. Like people like those type of.
It was mythical. It was like a mythical character.
He introduced us to Game, and Tony Yayo had big moments because of him. Lloyd Banks.
Yeah.
This nigga signed Mobb Deep and helped revitalize them.
Mobb Deep
MLP,
was signed to G Unit.
Olivia, like this nigga was a kingmaker while he was still establishing himself.
Yeah.
Like it's not a lot of people who can still be on their rise and also lift people up in that way.
It's so hard.
Like most of the time, you see niggas sign artists when they're already established and not really as active. 50 was
going
still
crazy.
Kind of nudging his way through the game, but also like bringing niggas along. It's insane to look back on.
And not to get too sidetracked, because since 50 came up and we're talking about New York rap, like 50 kind of went off in a post and delete about Fab versus Lloyd Banks.
I did see that. Yeah.
When?
When after Tony Yayo and Uncle Murda appeared on the Breakfast Club. You know, they were speaking Fab versus Banks. Now that is a discourse I've heard throughout my entire life. But 50 went, like, his response wasn't funny. It seemed like he was dead ass serious.
What did he say?
Yeah.
Like
he called Lloyd Banks lazy. I'm pretty sure.
Hold on, let me find the exact verbiage, because like what he said, because he spoke about Lloyd Banks in his memoir, and he's always constantly calling Lloyd Banks lazy and saying things about him. But like I felt like it was interesting that like he trashed the both of them.
Found it. Fab versus Banks. They both write better when it's about girls. They both think they are better than everybody. They both never put in no work themselves. They both are not likely to sell at this point in their career. It's a tie, ladies and gentlemen. They are the same.
That wasn't funny.
It was very pointed. It was very, very targeted. It seemed like he was legit just expressing his real feelings. Like,
yeah.
Do y'all agree with what he said?
I mean, I love Fab. I think I always love Fab. Just growing up on this coast, and
I feel like I'm the wrong person to ask.
Thinking about soul tapes and some summertime shootouts. I'll always love them. But I do think my favorite songs from him probably are the girl leaning records, like, and Lloyd Banks had some great girl records in his day too. But I do think I think Lloyd Banks is a better technical rapper than Fab is. Like Fab was more of the kind of punchline type dude. Lloyd
can do it too.
Yeah, he can, but
he's a technician.
He had a lot of different bags. He has a storytelling bag. He has a lot of different things that he can do. So I'd probably say Lloyd was the better rapper, but I think Fab was more marketable and
for sure.
Yeah.
Wait, and why are you the wrong person to ask?
Because I just feel like one, I got into Lloyd Banks just a little bit older, like not during his heyday, and then like
he didn't really have a long heyday.
Yeah, then, well, like of course, like 2 years, of course, and then like
actually, let me not say that, because he dropped Beamer, Benz, and Bentley in like 2010.
See, but that was like a revival.
Yeah, that was a revival.
Yeah.
And then
it was
quiet before that.
Yeah,
and then like for Fab, Fab was more remarkable, all that type of stuff. I just never really got into like his mixtapes, or like even like he was saying soul tapes and stuff like that. I just never really dove into Fab for real. Like, I
so when you rave about New York and shit, right? What you be talking about? What you be thinking about?
I mean,
I'm not saying that Fab is the poster child, by the way.
No,
I'm just saying,
when I think about New York, I kind of brought him up already. Like, I think about 50 Cent. I think about stuff like that. I think about, and just like also being here for a decade now, being here for like 10 years, and like working with Pop, and like being that close, and like really seeing it, and like and feeling it, and like telling people back home like this nigga's about to be the hottest nigga, blah 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 blah, and then like come back home 2 years, or come back home like a year later, and like everybody's listening to Welcome to the Party, all this type of stuff. Like that type of stuff makes me like
so in the past 10 years type shit.
Yeah, just like,
and plus 50 Cent.
But like it's more to that.
Okay.
There's more to that. We'll get into that. But
you got here post hot nigga. And then,
like
you had Young M.A. Ooh.
Also as an adult.
You had A Boogie.
Leave me alone, yo.
6ix9ine, which polarizing. But
A Boogie was cool too.
6ix9ine was a thing.
But yeah,
unfortunately,
I fuck with Fab though. But like, I'm not like.
But no, you don't. It's okay.
I'm not like.
You don't have to say it because I'm here. You don't have to say face for me and PD. You don't got to.
My bad, gang.
You don't got to. It's okay. And I love it because it brings us back to the original point about how New York like style kind of became such an acquired taste, and it became such a thing that was only happening here, to the point when things like Kid Cudi is happening, we have people that can boldly claim like, nah, that wasn't on shit, or people like Joe Budden saying like the blog era was overstated. Now, I never had a Tumblr account.
I did.
I definitely did.
I did. It was a huge kind of thing for music. Frank Ocean used it a lot. I remember when Tyga was hot, that nigga was all over Tumblr. Like,
I didn't have a Tumblr account, and at that time in my life, I was way more straddling the trenches. Like, I wasn't even like really 1 foot in, 1 foot out for real. Like, I was just getting good grades. Like, I was just very much still with my homies.
yeah.
But like, it's just so crazy when that lens does get widened and how much it exposes you to, especially outside of New York. And I just want more for my city. Like, I want more for it, because it does seem like even the new artists that are coming out still sounds like that old school New York shit that nobody wants to hear.
Yeah, just nobody. Yeah.
And I don't even want to really get into names, but y'all will get the hint. Like, in high school, the people who were aspiring to be rappers, I went to Edward R. Murrow. The people who were aspiring to be rappers, I told them, the De La Soul cosplay ain't gonna work. I said it. And that's why people don't be liking me. But I said it. And was I wrong?
No.
Okay.
No.
But yeah, it's a really fascinating dichotomy. Like, New York is the greatest city. I love New York as well. And people can get so stuck in it that they don't see or understand the impact or influence of other areas. Like New York is the origin of hip hop. It always will be. It'll always be the epicenter of hip hop. But I think some New Yorkers get so consumed in that, their pride about that makes them deny things elsewhere. But regionalism is so
real,
and it's still so pervasive, even though the world has been very, like, we're all kind of perfect word, homogenized. Like, you know, we talk about it a lot. Like, we can be here and be familiar with what's going on in goddamn Wisconsin musically. We can know what's happening in Nevada musically. But, like, being on the ground there, they were talking about this with the Joe Budden pod. Like, if you don't travel, if you don't go out in clubs in other cities, if you don't go to shows in other cities, like, you don't really know what's having motion like that. So for me, again, going back to the Jim Jones Kid Cudi thing, it's like, oh, okay, this Kid Cudi dude, like, he's someone people are familiar with, but in Ohio, I'm sure that's the hottest thing smoking at that time.
Hometown hero type shit.
Seriously though.
So, you know, these conversations frustrate me because I'm seeing a lot of New Yorkers like, you niggas just don't like New York. It's like, no, it's not that. Some of y'all just try to claim credit for every single thing and try to deny that things popped off elsewhere. Yeah. That when people try to tell you, no, I'm from this place. This is what was happening.
I'm trying to tell you.
And y'all like, but you still need New York radio. It's like, yeah, everyone comes here to roll their music out. This is the place to make things happen.
The headquarters are here.
Facts.
But you build foundationally. You build up your rapport from your area. Like if you from somewhere and you're not trying to pop off there, you're not gonna really have longevity because you don't have a base. But and a lot of New Yorkers don't leave New York either. Like, some niggas don't even travel. Some niggas just be in New York.
That's kind of crazy.
They just be here.
And
then be trying to speak on other. I'm like, bro, like, you've never been there. Like,
literally.
Like, what do you like? And I'm not a worldly, I've been everywhere type of nigga, but like, I do make it a point. Like, I love going to Atlanta. I love going to Miami. I love going to LA, and I love hearing what they're playing. Like,
exactly.
That's how I get put on real quick
to different stuff. And I have friends who work in radio in other states and cities as well, so that they inform us like, yo, this shit moving over here, like this joint is probably gonna pop off to a point where it gets big in New York eventually, like, because it's getting those radio
that's
spins.
A great example, because that happens a lot, bro. Happens a lot. And it happens the same in New Yorkers don't have to feel bad because it happens the same way outwardly too. So it just,
and that's why I'm so appreciative that we grew up in the 106 and Park era, because you know, when I was young and I wasn't on the internet, like, 106 and Park put me on to the southern rap that I talk about loving. Like, that's how I found out about T.I., Ludacris, like all those guys, Outkast, and was listening to them, and I love southern rap from early on. And, like,
love it.
So when I go back and, like, I hear about that Source Awards, or I hear about the divide between New York and the South, I'm like, damn, that's crazy. But then you see Lil Wayne and Joel Santana were collaborating. I'm like, yo, this is cool.
My God.
This
I can't feel my face.
Like,
our generation, we embraced
y'all did
the South.
Yeah. Y'all did though.
Our generation of New Yorkers, but if you let the Joe Buttons and Jim Jones tell it,
because you know what else? Like, we can probably leave it, but like, even when Rocky was first coming out, he was chopping and screwing his music. It was sipping lean, like purple. It was like, come on, bro. Like, it was hard.
Yeah. We need to have a whole blog era episode.
And I was sitting in Ohio watching that, like, oh my God, these are the coolest people I've ever seen in my life.
We might need to talk about blog era because, like, I didn't have a Tumblr and I didn't like really engage much, especially because Cartel was home. Like, that's before he got locked up, and he was releasing like songs every week. 5 songs a week. So it was really hard for me to focus. Like, once hip hop got a little bit too nerdy for me, I'm sorry, it got a little bit too backpacky. I was like, the fuck is going on here?
That was definitely, like, I think Kanye was like the first catalyst to bring in nerds
and I liked that. But then it got a little too crazy.
Then blog era, internet niggas.
It got too crazy.
Yeah, like, and I don't agree with Joe that the blog era was overstated, but I see what he mean though. I do. I see
like, what he mean.
It's really conflicting because, like, when I was living through those times and I was getting put on to the Mac Millers and the Currencies and the Wizzes, like, I wasn't thinking of a big picture. It was just like normal, just listening to music. But then as we moved out of the blog era and now we look back on it and the way people talk about it, the way people try to rewrite history about it, like, it's almost an annoying conversation to be having because people are like, oh, I miss the blog era, like
what do you miss?
Music was better back then. All this,
people
like,
it's just nostalgia.
People look at it with these rose-colored glasses, and people did make careers for themselves. Wiz Khalifa, all them, like it was absolutely impactful for them. But like, I don't know. It's
say it, say it.
I'm trying to,
because we all feeling it.
I'm trying to put the words together in my mind the right way. If you feel like you know where I'm going, please go ahead.
I know where you're going, but I ain't gonna say it the way you gonna say it.
I don't.
I was in the islands in them times. I ain't gonna front. It wasn't given to me what it was supposed to give. It was given what it's giving now.
Yeah.
Like what is the standard of hip hop now was what they was trying to do then, and they had successfully did it now, and I wasn't fucking with it then.
You know what they say a lot about, like, the blog era is it was low key on some Revenge of the Nerds type shit.
High key, bro.
And that's just what it is. And then we as the people picked out the cool ones and kept it moving, and then kept it. And then the other ones we left in the blog.
And then that's what happened. I went based off whoever y'all picked. So let me see who I like. Okay, it's Rocky Q. Okay,
that's
Nicki.
how it goes. Facts.
Yeah, that's how I did it.
That's how. Like,
you know who can speak on this? Your partner.
No, you can.
Because apparently he was Tumblr famous.
Bro, I didn't know. Yes, he was.
Because I didn't have one.
And you know what's crazy?
Wait, who?
Glenn. So like when y'all was talking about the Soho Kids and
that's a poster child of the Soho Kids.
The only reason I knew about Soho and the Soho Kids was from Tumblr and watching his Tumblr and watching them go down there with, like, the little heart, like.
I think he can add a lot of color and context to this discourse.
No, we definitely gotta bring him
because
he got a lot of stories.
I didn't think any of that shit was cool. I didn't. I like 50 Cent and Jay-Z. And so if nothing was like that, I was off that shit, and I was in the islands listening to Cartel and shit, like and there was like a crazy dance hall boom too. Like the dance hall artist was collaborating with the hip hop artist Twista and Elephant Man. I was like, who A&R this shit? Y'all smart as fuck.
Damn, this combo just reminded me my freshman year of high school when I was a Drake fan for a couple of years at that point. There was these niggas who like Slaughterhouse, Joe Budden, Joel Ortiz, all them.
Yes.
And these niggas used to be like, Drake is trash. Listen to Slaughterhouse. I'm like, nigga, what? Like, what the
But
fuck?
there was a large group of people that I should have.
Slaughterhouse definitely had motion. Like,
I should have known me and this girl was not gonna be friends for long because she religiously listened to every fucking drop.
Bro, I remember the first time hearing about Drake, and I didn't watch Degrassi, and somebody tried to come to me and said, yo, the best rapper in the world, bro, he's in a wheelchair, like, he's going crazy. I said, nah, and that's not even nothing against people in wheelchairs, but it's like, no, it's a TV show, gang, it's a TV show. I was like, oh, and then I heard every girl, I was like, Oh, I was like, oh, this is serious.
But it's funny, he's been polarizing his entire career and then getting like there are people who are rejoicing right now because they've never if DMX was alive and never got that apology or they never had that conversation, he would have been the top nigga. Like I told you, and nigga whack.
It's so funny looking back on that. Like just a hilarious debate in hindsight. Like, don't play Drake. Listen to Joe Budden, nigga. What? And all due respect to Joe, because Joe has some shit. More music, ordinary love song.
I'm about to say,
Joe
he was about to be the next Hove, low key. And then that BT hip hop cipher came, and then Nicki kind of like took over the show, and that was like New York's thing after that. But. Yeah, yo, we can go on and on.
Joe was a hater too, because Joe was hating on Teach Me How to Dougie. I'm like, bro, come on, man. Like, niggas, we was in there. Come on now. I ain't from Dallas, but I D-Town Boogie. Like, fuck out of here. Like, niggas don't want to listen to you drop 96 bars. Like, we want a steaky leg. Like,
but you know the old hip hop heads don't fuck with nothing. They wasn't even fucking with LL. I Need Love, nigga.
Yeah, man.
They don't fuck with nothing that ain't boom bap.
Niggas was hating on niggas making girl records. Like, it was
literally.
Like, whoa, this is the essence. Like you don't scare
niggas be gay, bro.
We have came a long way, man.
Yes.
It's funny and like New York's DNA has like stayed consistent throughout.
That's what the most craziest thing.
Because like even like because you were talking about
really have though.
I'm embarrassed.
You were talking about how like some niggas still make the traditional New York sound, and then there's the side of New York that the niggas who sound like A Boogie and Lil TJ and all these niggas, but like I feel like New York niggas' perspectives on music and what they accept and what they reject is still very much like, yo, this nigga uses auto-tune, fuck out of here. This nigga singing, this nigga crooning, get the fuck out of here.
I think that's just the old heads. I think these new kids, they're a lot more like the way they consume music is different. They care about things that we don't care about. Like even like that the zesty sturdy thing that wouldn't rock.
Oh yeah,
in my generation.
I can't lie to you. That shit right there.
That wouldn't rock. Even the DL niggas would bun that.
Facts. That's what I'm saying. It's like this nigga's bogan. He's hitting this shit.
Yeah.
And I'm just like trying to see the angle of funniness or trying to. That's like I just. And then it's like. I've noticed it since I was young. Like niggas would say gay shit and act like they kidding, and I don't play like that, honestly. And I'm an ally. Okay, let me stop talking. I'm on, wrap this shit up before I get canceled. Weak as fuck right now.
We ended up going a bit longer than planned, but it's because
Jesus Christ.
Because it really was a good that's why I wanted us to have this conversation, because of the Midwest perspective versus the East Coast perspective and how music has changed, but how a lot of people's perspectives have stayed the same too. So I ended up just not. I didn't even want to cut it off because we ended up going in so many different directions. Like,
I don't want to talk no more.
It was just great
because I'm gonna start naming names.
Yeah,
and say which New York artist is whack right now.